There's a place in the Atlantic Ocean that some call the Devil's Graveyard. It is a vast, unforgiving expanse of water where the sea holds its darkest secrets. Look at a map, and you can almost draw the lines yourself. A ghostly triangle connecting Miami, Bermuda, Puerto Rico. But this is no tropical paradise. Within this boundary, the rules of our world seem to bend and break. The ocean here is different, possessed by a strange and ancient power that defies simple explanation. A place where legends are born from the cold, dark depths of the abyss. For centuries, sailors have whispered tales of this cursed stretch of sea. They speak of sudden, violent storms that appear from nowhere, swallowing ships whole without a trace. They talk of compasses that spin wildly, leading vessels far off their intended course into oblivion. More than 50 ships, 20 aircraft are said to have vanished within its clutches, taking thousands of souls with them into the silent, watery darkness below. They are documented events, official records of loss that have puzzled investigators and fueled nightmares for generations, leaving behind only questions and an unsettling silence. We will also confront the cold, hard facts, exploring the scientific explanations that seek to demystify this legendary place. This is a voyage from the depths of fear to the clarity of reason. A search for answers in a place that has offered only questions. The date was December 5th, 1945. The world was just beginning to breathe again after the long, brutal years of the Second World War. 5 United States Navy torpedo bombers took to the skies from a naval air station in Fort Lauderdale. This was Flight 19, a routine training exercise involving 14 experienced airmen. They flew out over the Atlantic, a formation of powerful war machines against a calm blue sky. But as the afternoon wore on, something went terribly wrong. The pilots, men trained to navigate by instinct and instrument, suddenly found themselves lost in a world that no longer made sense. The first hint of trouble came through crackling radio transmissions. He reported that both of his compasses were malfunctioning, spinning uselessly. He could not be sure of his direction. "Everything is wrong," he said. "We can't be sure of any direction. Even the ocean doesn't look as it should." They were flying blind, trapped in a sky that had become an alien landscape. As daylight began to fade, their radio calls grew fainter, their words swallowed by static and the immense emptiness of the ocean below. Then, there was nothing. A massive search and rescue operation was launched, but it found no wreckage, no oil slicks, no survivors. It was as if they had simply flown through a hole in the sky. Long before Flight 19 captured the world's imagination, the Bermuda Triangle had already claimed one of the U.S. Navy's largest and most imposing vessels. The USS Cyclops, a massive collier ship over 500 feet long. In March of 1918, during the final year of World War I, it set sail from Barbados, its hull laden with a heavy cargo of manganese ore. On board were 309 crew members and passengers. Yet after leaving Barbados, it sent no distress calls. Not a single SOS message was ever received. It simply sailed over the horizon and disappeared into silence. A ship of that immense size does not just vanish. It should have left behind a debris field, oil slicks, lifeboats with survivors, but there was nothing. The Cyclops became a ghost ship, a cautionary tale whispered among sailors, a monument to the terrifying power of this mysterious stretch of the Atlantic. There is the Carroll A. Deering, a 5-masted schooner found wrecked and abandoned. Its crew mysteriously gone. One moment these ships and planes are proceeding normally. The next they are gone. The radio goes silent. The radar screen goes blank. Looking at a map of these incidents, a disturbing pattern emerges. The disappearances are clustered along the major shipping and air routes. Many vanishings have happened in clear skies and on calm seas. It is as if the victims are not just destroyed, but erased from existence, their physical presence wiped clean from the ocean's slate. A powerful and immense force of nature flows through its heart, the Gulf Stream. The Gulf Stream would immediately catch the wreckage, carrying it away. A search and rescue operation, arriving hours later, would be looking in the wrong place. Storms can materialize with terrifying speed, transforming a calm, sunny day into a raging tempest in a matter of minutes. Any wreckage is likely to sink into these abyssal canyons, lost forever, crushed by immense pressure and hidden in a landscape of perpetual darkness. But 100 feet tall. That is the height of a 10-story building. The current effectively shortens the wave frequency, causing waves to stack up on one another, combining their energy to create a single, gigantic wave. It could be flipped end over end, broken in two, or simply driven straight down into the depths before it had a chance to send a distress signal. The ocean floor in this region is known to contain vast, frozen deposits of methane hydrates. They can suddenly thaw and release their trapped methane in a catastrophic eruption of gas. The water would suddenly lose its buoyancy. The ship would sink in seconds, plunging bow first into the depths without warning. The Bermuda Triangle is a place that amplifies the potential for human error. He made a fatal navigational decision, leading his squadron further out into the open Atlantic. His crew, trusting their leader, followed him into oblivion. A disappearance is rarely caused by one thing, but by a chain reaction of events, where one problem leads to another, until the situation becomes unrecoverable. Mechanical failure is a silent killer, a ghost that haunts every voyage, based on probability and the known weaknesses of the technology. Mechanical failure stands as a strong and logical contender. For every vessel and plane lost in the Bermuda Triangle, a massive response is launched, led primarily by the United States Coast Guard. Modern search operations are a symphony of high technology. These submersible robots are our eyes on the abyss, searching for the final resting places of lost ships and planes. Finding the wreckage is a breakthrough, but it is only the beginning of the forensic investigation. The monster is not external. It's a perfect storm of circumstance. The mystery dissolves under inquiry. The legend was built by cherry-picking tragedies and sensationalism, ignoring the thousands of uneventful journeys every day. Ultimately, the Bermuda Triangle teaches humility. Despite technology and knowledge, we are subject to nature's immense, indifferent power. It is no longer a place of monsters, but a symbol of the beautiful, terrifying mysteries our world still holds, and the endless human quest to understand them.